there when you say I ain't neutral and on the square. Why, any good Democrat would give me a thrill, especially if his name began with Bill. If the state sold whiskey and collected the tax, it'd double the take with profits and taxes. And guys on the make? I'd hate to see the state selling liquor. You're right, E.K. I couldn't agree quicker.
The tribes are rallying for a fight to the death. We'll stand for no alcohol on Oklahoma's breast. For years I've clubbed the whiskey flow.
Oh, I feel fine. I can't grumble.
Are they treating you all right here at the hospital?
They're just real nice. I think sometimes they treat me too well. I want to come back again.
Well, by golly, that's wonderful. You really look swell. Tell me, do you know what you're here for?
Well, to find out why I'm living so long, I think. I ain't for sure. Well, I'll tell you why I think I am. I read in the Bible where it says, children, obey your parents in all things, that your days may be long on earth. Well, I know that's one. And I've got an awful good doctor. Doctored me for colds and kidney trouble, and till I got where I'm never sick anymore. I just feel good all the time. I think people ought to love one another. I do. I love everybody. Well, I thought it was the honest state I ever seen. Why, there was nothing here. Nothing but dust, dugouts, and little old cabins sitting up at the end of them.
Things have changed quite a bit then, huh?
Now, in the neighborhood where we was, of course, there are other places was, but I didn't know anything about it.
What did Elk City look like when you first got here?
It was just nothing but a mud hole.
Do you plan to go fishing this year?
Sure, I'm going if the Lord's willing. I'm going to fishing. My son-in-law told me he's going to take me.
You really like to fish, huh?
I'd rather fish than to eat. I can go to the creeks and fish all day and do without something to eat.
Are you a pretty good fisherman?
Well, I don't know. I always catch fish. I don't know whether I'm good or not.
Well, that's the main thing in fishing, to catch the fish.
But I do enjoy it now, and I don't blame nobody for wanting to fish. Everybody don't like to fish. Why, there's something wrong with them.
The section provides, the present law provides, any person, firm, or corporation soliciting or collecting funds directly or indirectly for the primary purpose of promoting legislation for any person or group receiving grants or allotments from the state government must give a personal receipt for each amount collected. Each receipt must be on a form approved by the Oklahoma Tax Commission, must be made out in triplicate, one copy to be retained by the donee, and one copy to be given to the donor, and a third copy must be sent to the Oklahoma Tax Commission.
I talked to my attorney over long distance last night in Denver, Colorado, and he said that he would be tied up in court there for and it'd be about 10 days before he could be here to represent me in this case. And I would like to ask the committee to set this case up for about 10 days from now, so I can have my counsel here.
Right. And if Mr. Fox wants to leave and don't want to hear what's going on, he'll just have to be the judge of that, because what is done here will be heard and recorded. And it might be a pretty good idea for him to stay here. Now, this isn't a case. He isn't being prosecuted. But we can't assure him that prosecutions will not or may not result from it.
So you see, when you get letters from these representatives and senators, if you don't have their record, you don't know whether they're lying to you or telling you the truth. Excuse me now, it may be a little rough, but that's exactly right. And if you don't belong to this organization, you don't take welfare news, then they can just hoodwink you to death and make you like it and make you think that I'm a thief and they're an angel flying around over your head with wings.
As a matter of fact, the last receipts we have would be for the year 1953.
No receipts have been filed by this gentleman or any organization which he purports to represent as an official since that day.
That's right.